For our project today, we are going to create a fall leaf print. So the supplies you will need will be some leaves, and they need to have a nice vein structure on the back side. You'll need just some paper that you want to print on. It could be any size. I've folded some to do like a card, and just some white paper. It needs to be roughly the size of your leaf, but you could print off of them if you want. Some coloring chalk, or you can use crayons if you want to. Any type of brown paint. This is like a craft paint. A sponge. If you don't have a sponge, you could use a brush of some sort, but a sponge works better. And then something to put your paint on, and then a white piece of paper to put over so you don't get paint on your hands as you're printing. So to begin, you're going to want to get yourself some paint. And you don't need a lot because you can always add a little bit more, but just a little blob of paint. It's just a little bit of paint. And you're going to take, we're going to print on this one. You're going to take your leaf and decide how you want to do it. Like this one, I want it to kind of overlap on here, very similar to how I did this one. So we're going to put our piece of paper aside, and we're going to put the paint on our leaf. And we're going to put it on the side that has the veins on it, not the smooth side, the veiny side of the leaf. And you're just going to put some paint on here, dab it on, and then cover the whole leaf. And it doesn't have to be perfect because prints are not perfect. But try to, you can get even a little bit of a stem, but try to cover the leaf. Now this is kind of a fast process because you don't want the paint to dry. Then you're going to set it however you want. Once it's on there, you don't want to pick it up again. And then you're going to place your white piece of paper on top of it, and then press it down and smoothly, while you're holding it down, go over that whole leaf. You can kind of feel the veins, and you can kind of even see them as you're pressing it. See, I'm kind of holding it in place with one hand as I smooth with the other. And you can kind of pick it up if you want to pick it up and look. You can see how good it's going to be. And that's a nice print. They won't be perfect. Sometimes they'll print a little section more than other section. So I probably pressed a little bit more in that one. But this is a really nice print. So you can go ahead, you can put more on this one and print it again. Sometimes you can go in, if you have a little bit of more paint on there, you could press it and do it again. If I wanted to, I could leave this like this, or I could go in and do another print in my extra white space. But this is a basic print. Now, to do the coloring portion of it, you would let this dry to where you can go on it, and when it's smooth out. I'd go ahead and let it dry overnight. Then you're going to take your pastels, which is like your drawing chalk, and you're going to go in and you're going to color in. What it is to make these look like they're fall colors, you're going to choose colors that blend, like from yellow to orange to red, kind of like when the leaves are changing, and you're going to color them on, and then you're going to smooth them out. So I've kind of, this is the example that I've done. This is how you would do it. And you can kind of see here. How you do it is you go in and just roughly put down the colors. You can see how I roughly put these down. I'll show you again in the kind of the colors that I did this one in. On this section, I used an orange, a yellow, an orange, and a red. What I did is I just in the middle section, I did the yellow, and I'm just roughly putting it down, kind of where the veins start, because the color starts, and then I did the orange, So I'm not coloring everything, I'm just kind of roughly putting it down. And then on the very tips, I did the red. See, it's very rough. Now, when you go to blend, you're gonna blend from colors that would blend together, like the yellow to the orange, the yellow to the green, and then here just in to out. So I'll do this one first, and you're gonna blend in a kind of like a smoothing motion. So here I'm gonna go yellow to orange first. So I'll blue the yellow all the way around. And the smoothing just makes it look soft. Then we go into the orange from the yellow. And it's not gonna be perfect because the print, you're not gonna see the edges in a lot of it, so it's kind of have a halo look to it, especially on some of the leaves that are kind of pointy at the edges. And I may choose, since this has got a lot of orange on it, I may choose a different finger to do my green, and I'm gonna start with the inside of the green and then may rub it into the yellow. That's how you do this one. Now this one, you could go right from the middle to the edge. So I do my yellow, and then I'd rub it into the orange. And then I'd rub it right into the red. That's how you would smooth them. So I did the same way. This one was a little easier because it's a round leaf. So I had a little bit more edge that I can work with. So this is how you would end your fall leaf prints. You could choose to, again, like we did it in color, or you could even choose to leave them as just a plain brown print, which looks actually very pretty. Thanks for printing with me today.